Yeah, so here we go. So how much will I spend in India? Yeah, so I have just finished off working, so I'm a little bit tired maybe. Yeah, I'm always tired, but of course I think one category that will explode, but that is like normal. It's the flight cost. Yeah, my flight to and from India will cost, I think, the half of my budget, almost more than half. I think it's cost me $650 for one way to Delhi and one way back from Delhi to Gothenburg to Sweden. So it's a good price actually, but it's still the most expensive thing I think I will do. It's the flight to and from India, but that is normal. So I think that it will explode actually quite hard. And I also will take a flight, maybe 2 flights in India as well, but those flights only cost around $50. So that is not that bad actually. So that is $100. So far we have around $750. Yeah, so to the next category. This is maybe also one of the most important one, is how will I live? How should I stay in hostels? Should I stay in a luxury hotels or a beach bungalow? Who knows? So my budget for my living situation in India, it can be quite high actually, but at the moment I have only I have only booked 2 accommodation actually. One in Agra, and that costs only $6 per night. And I will explain why I choose to stay in a hostel in Agra. First of all, that hostel is very close to Taj Mahal. It's like 200 meters from Taj Mahal. That was the reason. But I don't think that hostel is it's not a fancy place to stay, but it's a convenient place to stay because they also helped me to book a train ticket. Yeah, so after Agra, I will go to Varanasi. So I will take a train from Agra to Varanasi. So, but I will speak more about that cost later in the video, because now we are talking about the living situation. So yeah, so 2 nights in Agra cost me $12. So that is not that bad actually. And after that, I have booked in Varanasi, and I think I paid for 3 nights. And this one is quite nice. You will see that in later videos. I will do like a hostel tour or a hotel tour, but this is more like a guest house in Varanasi, and it's only cost me $40 for, or maybe more, for $45 maybe for 3 nights. So that's actually, it's not that bad. So that is the only thing I know at the moment. So that is around $60 for my first 5 days. Yeah. So and after Varanasi, I will go to Mumbai actually. So I will fly to Mumbai for $50. I have booked that flight actually. So, and in Mumbai, I don't know in Mumbai where I shall stay. If I will, I know which area I want to go to. It is area that you have on the screen at the moment. It's supposed to be the best area in Mumbai for like maybe not the best place to live if you'll stay for a long time, but for like tourism is the best place. And yeah, so and yeah, so it's very close to like Taj Mahal Palace or Taj Mahal Tower or something called. It's like I think that place is one of the most famous luxury hotels in India, and that costs around. If I stay there, I can stay there. Maybe if I get a lot of subscribers or something, I don't know, then a lot of watch time, I may stay there to like celebrate. That costs around $300 for it's not a suite. It's like it's a luxury hotel, so it's not that bad. So maybe I will do that, or I'll stay in a hostel for $12. Yeah, or a budget hotel for $30 in Mumbai. And so yeah, so I don't really have planned that much of my hotels, guest house. And after Mumbai, I will go to Goa, and I want to stay somewhere close to the beach, and maybe that, I don't know if I will stay in hostels or a guest house. I prefer maybe guest house. Yeah, maybe a guest house or a beach hut. I want to stay in a beach hut actually. So that is the plan for my. But I don't know how much I will spend on that one. That category can explode actually. If I choose to do a luxury vacation or a backpacker budget, I think of course I will mix it up. Of course. But the Goa. If you have any recommendation about Goa or Mumbai or Varanasi or Agra, just comment down below. Yeah, so now we are up with the flights, like the flight from Sweden to Delhi and back, and the flights inland in India. So, and my hostels or beach huts, that is around now $800 for 2 weeks if I stay on a cheap budget. But if I do something more luxury, it will be maybe $1,000. And the next one is transportation. Now I will show you a little bit on the map as well. So of course, first we fly in to Delhi, and from Delhi I will take a train. From Delhi to Agra, a train. I think it takes 3 hours or so. I have already booked that train, and that train costs around, I think I booked it through something, yeah, online, yeah, on the booking site online. Hopefully it will work. I used that same company last time I was in India, and it was working fine. Yeah, and then that cost me $12. And the next train I'm taking actually is from, that I was talking about before, is from Agra to Varanasi. It's like a 8-hour train ride, and I booked that through a hostel in Agra. That's also the reason why I stayed in that hostel that I mentioned before. And that one cost, this is actually with food included, they told me. And I don't know if I'm going first class, second class, third class. I don't know that really, because I have not received any booking confirmation, only like a WhatsApp confirmation. So hopefully they have the ticket waiting for me when I arrive. But that one cost 20 US dollars. It's quite nice for like 20 for 20 US dollars for a ride that takes 7 hours. That's also included lunch or a meal at least. So so now we are up in 30 US dollars for train transportation in India. And the next train I will take is, I think this one I heard is supposed to be the most scenic ride in India. Maybe they are lying on the internet, but it's between Mumbai and Goa. So I will take a train early in the morning from Mumbai to Goa, and that cost 30 US dollars. And I also booked that with the same company that I booked the Delhi to Agra. So now the train transportation is around 60 US dollars. Actually, that is not that bad either. But this other one is like, we have two categories left. The first one is activities. So what kind of activities am I doing in India? This one, of course, I'm going to Taj Mahal. I don't remember how much it will cost. I think I will buy the entrance tickets tomorrow, or maybe in this video I will show you the price. But it's maybe around 20 US dollars. Is that correct or not? I don't know really. I think it's around 20 US dollars. And the other thing I want to go is to do is in Varanasi you book like a boat ride on the canal. Yeah, that is also something you maybe need to do. And the other thing is to do like a get-to tour in Mumbai. Maybe I will go by myself or I will do with a tour. I don't know if I will film that much in the get-to. I heard that it's not allowed to film there, but who knows if I will do it or not. I will do the get tour maybe only for myself, not for YouTube. We will see. We will see. But it's not that much. I think I saw it for 15 US dollars or something, like a tour. So it's not bad. So the activities I don't really know, and then I will do the Holi festival. And that is free, but you need to buy clothes, and not buy, but you destroy your clothes. So I will buy some cheap clothes at the market. Yeah, so and now we are coming to maybe the most interesting part or category is the food. Yeah, the food. How much will I spend on food in India? Yeah, I don't really know at all what I will spend on food. I think I don't really know if you go to like a street food. I think you don't pay anything at a street food market. Like I think you get a meal for less than $1 US. But if you go to like not a fancy restaurant, but like a middle class restaurant, I remember I paid like $3 or $4 US for a good meal, like a butter chicken. Yeah, I will go and eat butter chicken. Last time I was in India, I was eating so much butter chicken. Or another meal, like it's like the same as butter chicken, but it's a vegetarian option. That was really good as well. So I don't know. And of course, in Goa, I think in Goa I will spend more on food in Goa because it's like a tourist area. And this time around, I'm also spending a lot of time in like the main tourist area in India. Last time I did not go to so many famous tourist places, but now it will be more expensive, I think. I don't know. Maybe maybe can be like $100. Not, yeah, maybe $100 on food. Food and drinks. Yeah. So how much are we up at now? Yeah, maybe if you say on a budget it's like $1,000, but I think I will count as around total price or total cost of this trip with everything. I'm planning to spend like $1,500 or something. That is all the flights, all the food, all the activities, and for 2 weeks. Yeah, that is not that bad. I think so. I don't know, but we will see if that number will survive the reality. What do you think? Do you think I will spend more than on my trip to India, or less? Yeah. So that is my budget plan, but we have one category left. That is the scam category. How much will I be scammed in India? I don't know. Can be like a couple of dollars. Of course I will be scammed. I will, of course. You're just not in India, but you get scammed all over the world when you're traveling. And so the only place you don't really get scammed is when you're home, because then you know what you should pay for things, and you know the currency. Like when you go to a new country, you just, show the money and hope for the best. But yeah, of course I will get scammed, but I don't know how much I will be scammed for. Maybe a couple of dollars. Maybe we say $50. Is it enough? So yeah, hopefully I will not get that scammed. But I don't. Yeah, if I can make some great videos, then maybe that will pay off later. YouTube maybe will give the scam money back to my channel. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but it's more like feeling dumb when you get scammed. But sometimes you don't really know that you're getting scammed. Yeah, but yeah, this fun is like, if I pay $1 or $2 extra, I don't care. But if it's like $50, yeah, that is not fun at all. So I think that is, yeah, the rough budget plan, and was my trip will look like. Yeah, what more can I say? I think this will be the last video before Friday. On Friday I will do the night before we leave, or the day before we leave. So it's only 2 videos left. Just this one and the next one, and then we are heading to the airport in the third one. So it's moving fast now. Yeah, I cannot really think about India at the moment, because now I'm working, and it's very snowy here. Look at the snow. Yeah, and here we have Salhallen and Biopalatset. Yeah. Yeah, so that was my rambling of my budget. What do you think then? Will I spend more than $1,500 or less? Or if you don't count the flight, is around maybe 800 US dollars. Or no, yeah, no. Yeah, 700. They say 700 US dollars for like everything in India. So do you think I will overspend, or I will spend less? What do you think? What do you think? This video will be quite long, but I'll go to bed now, and first I will go home, then I will go to bed. So this was just a budget update. So thumbs up, and see you in the next one when we are maybe packing our bag, eating the less Swedish food. Yeah, so ciao and thank you. See you maybe in India, or maybe on Friday. Or Saturday. Maybe you will see that on Saturday. Who knows? Ciao.